On my Facebook page, I get asked a lot of questions about RV life. A surprising number of people want to know, how do you deal with the poop in a camper? So here it goes. You hear that? RVs typically have two separate wastewater tanks. A gray water tank, which is for your showers, your sinks, and your dishwasher and washing machine, if you're lucky enough to have those. And then you have a black tank, which is exclusively for your toilet. In order to empty the tanks, we have a sewer hose that you have to bring with you. You have to have your own, so make sure you get a special container for that. We hook it up to the drain opening and then extend it all the way over to the sewer opening on our site. Now we'll leave our gray tank open for the first few days of a trip if we're here for a week. The black tank, however, you definitely want to keep closed, and here's why. Yep, I'm sitting on my toilet. This is actually an unusually large bathroom for an RV. When you flush the toilet, the contents go straight down into the black tank, but the black tank does not drain directly into the sewer. So what you have to do is keep your black tank closed except when you drain it, and in the meantime you add in chemicals to break down all of the solid matter. Depending on who you ask, everybody's going to give you a different answer on what they like or what they prefer. We like to use AquaChem. There's some pods you can drop down in there. A lot of people who have been at it for a long time have come up with their own recipes on what works for them. If you've got one, post it below. You have to give those chemicals some time to break down the solid matter. If you just leave the black tank valve open, then all of the solid matter is just going to collect at the bottom of your black tank. It's never going to break down, and then you're going to have a really filthy, stinky mess on your hands.
Ew, gross.
Also, make sure that you use RV and marine toilet paper. There'll be some people out there that tell you it's okay to use regular toilet paper. I don't recommend it. I think it's much better if you use RV toilet paper, which breaks down a lot faster. When we see that our black tank is starting to fill up, we'll close the gray tank, take a few showers, maybe do some dishes, then open up the black tank, clean that out, let it all drain out, close it, and then open the gray tank. That way we can actually rinse out the hose a little bit. There's also a spot where you can hook up a hose directly to fill up the black tank with fresh water so that you can flush it out. The tanks have sensors on the inside, and you'll have a reader of some sort on the inside of the camper that'll tell you when they're getting full. Usually it'll say 0%, 33%, 66%, or 100%. Now these things are famously unreliable, especially in the black tank. They tend to show that you're full when you're not actually full. So you do start to learn how to determine it based on how many people you're camping with and how frequently you generally need to do it. Now, if you don't have a sewer hookup at your site, typically campgrounds will have a dump station like this one on your way out of the campground so that you can dump your tanks before you leave. You don't know what that is.
Oh yeah!
Gross.
I'm telling you, you can't deal with that. Don't have no meat.
That's right.
It's true.
Yep, that's right.
Now we're not going to be able to do a tank flush here because I'm not going to hook up this dirty ass thing to my clean black tank.
Okay, your clean black tank.
That's
okay.
like the crack whore of tank cleaning hoses.
If you're boondocking and you need to empty your tanks at some point, the Flying J truck stops usually have a dump station, and occasionally you can find them in other places. I actually saw one at a rest stop in Alabama once. Now, a lot of people are putting in composting toilets nowadays, which is exactly what it sounds like, and they swear by it. They say they don't smell, it works great. I don't have any experience with it. If you do, please feel free to tell us about it because I would like to know. Lily's bed, and it's Sally's favorite place to sleep. That is like the world's most spoiled dog. What?
Your head looks so big.
Your nose looks so gigantic. Down into the black tank, but the blig tank. Blig tank? What's a blig tank? You're laughing at me. Stop it!
No, I'm not.
She's right there and she's making fun of me. It's harder than it looks, you guys.